Hi, welcome back. Welcome to this forecourt film for this absolutely beautiful 2014 Volkswagen Touareg R-Line. This is the first of the third generation of Touareg. Under the bonnet is the 262 horsepower Euro 6, so therefore ULEZ compliant 3 litre TDI V6 diesel engine. Condition is absolutely lovely. This particular car has a number of additional features on the car which we'll talk you through. Also just do a small sort of walk around and just show any sort of small imperfections. There's only a couple of very, very small items to mention to you. But yeah, certainly in absolutely lovely condition. So with the facelift that came out in 2014, you have the newer style headlights and these chrome grille elements and everything like that to the side. The car has been upgraded with slightly different alloy wheels. So this is the 20-inch wheel. It was a factory option from the time, but slightly different to the sort of diamond cut finish. They are all in fantastic condition and have been painted in a nice sort of smoked grey, so looks really, really nice indeed. Car is finished in metallic black. Very, very nice condition overall. Certainly nothing major to point out at all. Just coming across the back here, sometimes these chrome sections here get a little bit dented and everything, but actually it's all in very, very nice condition. And all the way down the passenger side as well. I seem to remember there is a very, very small, just on the chrome section down here, a tiny little scuff. Again, you have to get in quite close to see that, so it's just a scuff that goes from there to there. But again, you do have to go very, very close up to spot that. Privacy glass to the rear, slightly darker tint to the front. That's a removable tint should you wish that to be done. And very, very few stone chips to mention, just a couple here and there. The car has done 68,000 miles. So certainly for the age of mileage, I think the car presents very, very nicely indeed. And then really just the odd tiny little mark around the car. But certainly nothing excessive at all. Car features an electric tailgate. You can either pop this from the key, from a button on the inside, or also the soft button on the back of the door there. It'll only beep if you do it away from the car with the key or from the internal button. Otherwise, it's silent. It's just to warn people. Car's had a load area there protector in there, keeping everything nice. And then underneath, you've got all your toolkits, locking wheel nut, and everything like that as well. This particular car has been upgraded with the very sought after air suspension. This basically means that you can raise or lower the car at the back. Very, very handy if you were to have a tow bar fitted to the car. You can actually use that to raise and lower as you're fixing the trailer on there. But otherwise the car will also self-level when you're driving along. It does improve the ride quite considerably as well. Through to the back, you will see we have beautiful full black leather all the way throughout. And then you'll start spotting the additional upgrades. We've got the interior lighting package here, so like an ambient lighting pack in there. We also have 4-zone climate control, so again quite a rare option on one of these. It's very, very few that we have that come through that have got this. So you've actually got full 4-zone climate control with a digital readout there for the rear passengers, and also heated rear seats as well. So a very, very nice specification. Full length panoramic sunroof that fully opens at the top there. It's a tilt and slide system. And then through to the front, you'll see the upgraded Dynaudio speakers. Again, quite a sought after and very rare option as well. So quite nice to be able to see all of those. Across on here, we have the very nice R-Line leather steering wheel. This has paddle shift gear change, as well as all the buttons for your media settings and everything like that, and also onboard computers as well. Automatic headlights, automatic windscreen wipers. And then if we come across here to the main centre section, you'll see all the controls for the air suspension. Air suspension also features dynamic and comfort settings for the adjustable dampers as well. So that's just on this roller button here. And then you've got the height adjuster for the air suspension as well. I'll show you all of that working in just a second. Just before I show you all the suspension, just to also point out the car has fully keyless entry. So you've got to lock the car, just all these little pressure pads here on the front and rear handles. You just put your thumb onto there and the car will lock, as long as you've got the key in your pocket or in a bag or something like that, very close to the car. And then to get back into the car, simply put your hand on the door handle and the car will unlock as well. In order to use the air suspension, we'll just have to have the engine started. Meanwhile, we'll see the mileage today, 68,758. So on the screen here you will see a number of lights, and that basically shows you which mode the car is currently in. So we'll drop it all the way down to its lowest setting just to be able to show you. And then also just showing that the dampers are set to comfort. So this is now the lowest setting available for the car. And you can see the arch gaps there being a lot smaller. And if we just move the suspension up, you'll see the car starting to raise. We've got a really huge amount of ground clearance there as well there. So that's in your full off-road height setting, which is the very highest available, and then the normal setting that the car would drive in, you can only drive up to about 15 or 20 miles an hour. I think it's actually 15 in this setting, so obviously the normal ride height is a lot lower, but you'll certainly see if you're needing to go through any deep water or anything like that, you've got a hell of a lot of ground clearance there now. Back inside and back down to normal height mode. We've got a full digital display up here on the dashboard. You can also have things like satellite navigation instructions and other bits and pieces there, that's all accessible through this menu here. All of your different trip computers, tyre pressure monitors and things like that as well will all be displayed on this main centre screen here. Across to the infotainment, we have full FM, AM and DAB digital radio. We also have connections for your media as well, so you can have Bluetooth audio streaming. We've also got, if we just pull this lever here, you will see an additional CD player and also access for SD cards and things like that to be able to store music on there. But most people nowadays are using Bluetooth audio streaming. It seems to be the best one that comes up on there, and things like track names and everything like that will all come up and be displayed. Satellite navigation for the whole of Western Europe. This is all a lovely touchscreen system. You can get Apple CarPlay upgrades to this as well, or Android Auto. We've seen those, but they will integrate very, very nicely with this screen. Through to the climate section, and we can access some of the additional extras again that this car's got. We've talked about the rear climate settings, but this car has also been upgraded with a fully heated windscreen as well. There's a button up here to be able to turn it on, or you can turn it on manually down here, and also has a heated steering wheel as well as heated seats obviously for the front as well. So heated seats all the way around, and full climate settings here as well, so absolutely packed full of additional features. Bluetooth for your telephone, for streaming and obviously for voice calls. And then if we come through to the car section here, we've got some of the off-road settings that shows you the height that you're at. This over here will show you the steering angle sensor and show where the steering is. Through to assist systems, we've got front and rear parking sensors, a full setup for the car, which is basically like a control panel from your computer, so you can change all the bits and pieces in there. And then through to the service screen, and that will tell you what needs to be done next. And we would next be due an oil service in 10,000 miles time, or 336 days. So that's been recently carried out. A slightly larger inspection service in 19,300 miles, or 657 days. So absolutely nothing for the new owner to do anytime soon. All tyres and everything like that are all very good, and we believe we've got a recent MOT on the car as well. So that's pretty much it for in here. Other features: cruise control. Power folding door mirrors, which we had set to fold automatically when you lock the car as well. Again, you can set that all up through the main screen. And just coming through here and looking at the overall condition, it's absolutely fabulous in here. Got the dual storage cover there. And just a really nice fit and finish all the way throughout. This is the controls for your panoramic roof, and then you've also got an electric blind that comes across the top there as well. So really nicely finished and absolutely packed full of features. Hope you found this short video useful. If we can help with any further information, if you require any close-ups on anything at all, then please do let us know through our website, which is jajarvis.co.uk. We would be more than happy to help. Similarly, if you have any part exchange that you would like to value or would like any finance figures, we're also able to help with that as well. Thank you very much again for watching, and we'll see you next time.